Hello, welcome to another YouTube tutorial guide. In today's video we're going to be covering TvP 3 Rax Heavy Marauder Variation. There's quite a few variations of 3 Rax, and this is a build that we saw Maru do versus Parting in the round of 8 on Everdream. This was after Maru had been bullied a couple times by Parting's Blink Stalker pressure, and he pulled this build out and just crushed Parting. So like most of our builds, this opens 16 Rax, 16 gas. I guess I should explain a little bit about the build. Why we go Heavy Marauder and why we skip +1 or a really fast +1 with the timing. Basically, this is just a really strong way in the current meta to do 3 Rax. You hit quite a bit faster, and you have 6 Marauders instead of 2. You don't have quite as many Marines because we are hitting faster, but it's just stronger with the current state of shield batteries, and versus Stalkers, the Marauders are just going to punch through. Go ahead and scout whenever you like to personally scout. I choose to do 18 in this game. Reaper orbital expand. Can hear those birds chirping in game. I wouldn't say that this build is like completely standard. So just know that if you're doing this build, you're doing a build that's slightly off meta. However, I still think it has a lot of value for new and improving players, as well as anyone who wants to practice early engagements versus Protoss. Okay, so like how we used to rally our first SCV out of the orbital to build a factory, we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to build a barracks instead. And the SCV that built the depot will build our third barracks. Don't take a second gas. We're going to stay on one gas for quite a while. It's really important with this build that you keep your Reaper alive. You cannot lose your Reaper with this build. It's your only form of scouting, and it's kind of the only thing that might keep Protoss on their side of the map. The 2 SCVs that are building the barracks, rally them to go down to the natural mineral line. Don't rally them back into the main mineral line. Start up a tech lab right away. Another tech lab. Keep that marine production constant. Start up a depot around 36 supply, or right as you drop your first mule. Start up another Marauder, and when you can afford it, get that combat shield. This entire time, don't build anything out of those barracks with tech labs except Marauders. We're going to want to push when we have 6 Marauders. That should happen around 436 to 440. Just constant Marines, constant Marauders. It's about this time that you might want to begin double depot production. Around 420, take your gases. And get an engineering bay. This engineering bay, there's a couple of ways. Let me pause this the game real fast to explain. You could wait and get both engineering bays after you've started your third, and then start 1-1 at the same time. Or you can get a faster engineering bay and still have at least somewhat protection versus Dark Templar, because without an engineering bay, you really are quite screwed versus DTs. So that's why I'm preferring to do it this way. This is also the way that Maru did it in game. He gets a similar timed engineering bay. Alright, we can resume. I have a mule not mining. That's my bad. Now's the time to go. As you can see, we have 6 marauders and a ton of marines. Saturate those gases. Don't start +1 right away. Just wait a second. You're gonna want to get that factory first. Around 5 minutes, get the factory. I think if I was a little more direct, the army could even be there faster than it currently is. Either way, it's still really quick timing. Set up +1. Around 5:40. Get that 3rd command center. Get your starport and a reactor. Just keep producing Marine Marauder. You're going to find that the stim timing is really powerful. If there's a shield battery, target the shield battery down first, and then target the units. I should also mention that you don't have to commit with this build. You don't have to go in there. Like if they're on 2 base and they've got a couple of shield batteries, a Colossus, you just don't feel comfortable attacking into it, don't. You've done damage by them scouting your 3 racks and feeling like they need to delay their 3rd base. Go ahead and swap add-ons right there and get 2 more barracks. Start up your medivac production. Get that 4th gas finally. Transfer some SCVs. You're going to have so much bio with this build. Usually your supply is not going to be quite as high as it is right now because you traded out your original bio squad. And just keep that in mind. So a lot of the supply marks aren't going to match in a real game because of that. Set up the +1 armor. For now, you're just making Marine Marauder Medivac mine. During this time, you can definitely start going out for drops. You could also hit a 1-1 timing or a +1 timing, depending on how well your first push went. Around 8 minutes, go ahead and get your 4th CC. As you can notice, we're climbing in supply really fast. Like I said, in a real game, this may not happen. So you'll notice I start to cut some bio production because of it, because I want to get quality units before I max out. Like Vikings and Ghosts. Speaking of which, we start up a Ghost Academy. After we get our armory and our Injibay, you can throw down 3 more racks after that. Go up to 74 SCVs. Now you know me, for the 2-2 timing, I like to do 6 Vikings and about 5 Ghosts. That's just a personal thing I like to do. I think it's really strong. You're going to hit that timing around 11 minutes. We're not going to get to that in this replay, just because we're going to max out well before then. In terms of add-ons for 8 racks, you're going to want about 4 tech labs and 4 reactors. You could even do 5 tech labs and 3 reactors. Did I get that backwards? Yeah, you actually only want 5 tech labs and 3 reactors. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.